Hello everybody, this is Elsa here, Elizabeth Craft Designs. How are you all doing? Another super exciting Monday here at Elizabeth Craft Designs in Colorado. Beautiful Colorado, sunny day, bright, and you all know what's coming because we put it on social media and you've been all so exciting. So we all know that Elsa and Charlene started the Art Journal Specials. And then they both, first Charlene and then Elsa, all other things to do. And then David is taking over. And this is going to be so exciting. So it's a brand new collection. You will see a little bit of a different style as well, I think. But it's super, super, super cool. I have samples here from the design team. We will start shipping to stores tomorrow. So on Tuesday. And let me tell you, the first kind of response, I think we might sell out of a few items quickly, but I don't know for sure. But and it's all on reorder already because after we saw your response, we thought, uh-oh, we might be in trouble. So it's all on reorder. So it's all, if it's not, if you can't get through the first week, we will have it back in stock quickly. So without any, don't let me start talking and let's go to the collection and then I'll talk about that. So let's turn the camera around. So here it is. And oh, let me see if I find myself here. Oh, do I have the sound off? It's off, yes. Let's see who's all there. Here we are. There we are. Hi. So Teresa, Debbie, Els, Tracy, another Debbie. Oh no, same Debbie. So excited. Yes, Sylvia's here. And Jona's here and a lot of other people. So of course, like, comment and share, please, especially with the new release. And Yildiz is here. I have samples from Yildiz here from the design team. And so like, comment and share for a chance to win a $50 gift certificate. And the winner from last week is Patricia Lissenberg. Patricia Lissenberg. Congratulations. And next Monday we will announce a new winner. And before I forget to say, so David is not here tonight because he had to work. So bummer, he will watch it all back, of course. But, let's send some love for David right now so he sees it when we start. And you will love this collection. And, of course, hearts for the design team because my goodies, they did a great job as well. I saw Ingrid here already. Marga is here. And that's, Marga's samples did not make it to the warehouse. We never got it, so those are, but Marga will definitely show you samples on her own YouTube channel at one point because she will, I don't know if she taped something already, I think she did. But yeah, Marga's YouTube channel, she will post there for sure. Yeah, thank you so much. It's going to be exciting. So what am I going to show you? Well, I'm going to show you the collection, of course, and then I'm going to show you a ton of samples. And we have 4 die sets and we have 3 stamp sets. So 1 large one, which you see here, and then 2 smaller ones, which are hiding behind here. Hi, Patricia. I know. Thank you. Belinda says we're here for you. And Ellie and Debbie, hi, everybody. So again, like, comment, and share. So what do we have? We have 3 sizes. So we have the large square TN, and let me get a smaller square one. And I can already tell you, so this will be David's next release for the small square one, but we did the large square one, the XL, and the passport size right now. And that is because that works together as well, very well. So, and of course when we get this, that fits in there as well. So it all combines, but right now we're focusing on the base for the XL one and the passport size. So what do we have? So we have, you can see it already, kind of a file folder idea for the pages. So instead of a straight page, we have this one. And then they interchange. And then they have all elements in there. And you will see that this one, all the pages, they don't have score lines. And hi, Michelle. So Michelle is here. Of course, you can, order from her as well tomorrow. And Honora is here. Hi. And so the base of the page, they all don't have a score line. And I will show you with the samples how fun that is. So of course you can make a score line straight in the middle. And then you have your base page for here. But you can imagine that you can do all kind of different folds like, because you can put your scoreline wherever you want to. And let me show you one sample that I have here. And this actually, this is from Rihanna. I put names on the back this time, so I don't mess up that one. So, and this can be a page 4 in your square TN, and this is the large one that you see here, but they will make great cards. And then look what Rihanna did. So she made 2 score lines. Rihanna, I did this little thing here because I thought this would be cool as a card. So I made that little handle here, you see. That's kind of what I added. But hi, Esther is here as well. Hi, Esther. And of course, everything can be combined in the planner as well. And that's what's so cool about everything. So this one, you see, that's so what Rihanna did. And let me show you that large one. So for the large journal here, you see. So this one, oh, that's actually the other one. But you see, that's this long. And it's because there's no score line. Now, Rihanna did a score line here and here, and then you can play with that. So I will show you the whole sample later, but you can imagine by not making score lines, it makes it way more creative to use. And that was the idea behind that. Let me put my die back quickly, so I don't lose everything. So, but what you get in this one, so you get a pocket, you get a light, you get a label, you get the word love. And I love, so the word love, but I love that font. Hi, Joseph. Joseph, I think Esther is coming to San Francisco later this year, so I told you can have coffee together with her. No. So the word love, and in the next release from David, he will have that font in an alphabet as well. So because we love that so much, we said, okay, that needs to be a set. So it's fantastic. I know, Belinda, to make it how you want it, and that makes all the mixing and matching more fun as well. So that is number 2014 journal file 1, and then we skip to 2017, so we kind of mixed up the numbers, but that doesn't matter because you want it all. So this is the second one, you see. So this one has the tab here, and then it opens here, so that kind of folds like this, and then this one has it on the side, and of course you can turn it around, so you can play with your pages. And it's not, because this is an art journal, so it's actually different than, like if you have with the planner, you want to have it nice and organized for your months or for your happenings. Or so we have the 6 steps. This is kind of mere, you know, you kind of do whatever you want. Because it's not like the planner is different, and the sidekick, that's more like for, you know, for events and that kind of stuff. And you put your pictures in there. So that's kind of a different idea. But, and a little card in here as well. So then this one, you see that has it over here. And then that's a little folder that you can see, you will see that as well. Then we have dies around a stamp that I will show you in a second. And these were actually the samples, so yours will be better because we made it thinner, so it actually fits around the typewriter really well. So I will show you that in a stamp. And then a question mark, and then an, how do you call that, an at mark. Well, I will show you everything in the samples. And that's what that's called, an ampersand or something. Yeah, ampersand, okay. Yeah, so that's the 2 die sets for the TN, which all can be used in the square as well, because it's the same height. So these dies, you see, are the same height. So this page can go in here as well, and you will see that. Ampersand, yes, thank you. Yeah, you see, so that will go in this one as well. Then we have 2 large sets, and those are these. And I think tomorrow I will get a phone call from or a message from Marloes that she doesn't have the good envelope for it. We made it a little bit too long, so the next series will be an inch shorter. But you know, things happen. So here you have that large page, which we'll see in here. Oh, I have one here as well. Wait, let me show you this one. You see? So this one is the large one, and then I have a small one in here. You see one of the stamps right away as well. You see? So this one is this set, and I just scored it in the center. But then you saw with this one, you see that you can fold it differently. So that's the same die. You see, how cool is that? I love that idea that and it actually started the day says, you know, if I don't have a score line, I can fit more stuff in there, which is of course is a great idea. But yeah, so and then it turned out we said, okay, do we want score lines anywhere? But then we said, no, probably not. So that is that page. Then we have the little envelope, which you will see as well. I have that here. So that will be a little envelope, so you can put stuff in there. There's a little card in there. That background is absolutely gorgeous. I have that here. You see, that's the background. That's what you see here. I know, yeah, Elke, yeah. And of course, that's, you know, like this time, I know the design team mixed and matched with different things already, but my kind of book started with just the new collection, but I'm absolutely going to bring in elements from the, because art journal special, you know, because the collection from Esther has all that art stuff in there. So you can imagine that will be in here as well. So my little easel, the easel, the paintings, the brushes will go in here. So that will all come back in there, because that will be fantastic in that TN as well. So that's the background. And then you see this, that comes back with the stamps. So remember that. And then the art here, the art, word art. And this collection is called Journal Your Life. And then this is the second one. So that has a little envelope here, like a kind of a file thing that you can open. We have the splatter, the big paint splatter, and then the tabs, and here a little funny thing. And this says make today count. So just fun element. This is a super fun element to work with as well. If you see how it's used, you will love it. Like the little key here for the envelope with the little lock. I have that here. So I actually have this one closed, and it says top secret. So that's just like a decoration to go in there. You see, so journal your life. And before I forget to say as well, so for the, I will be on Create and Craft tomorrow with this collection. 3 and 7 p.m. UK time. And then for the social media, so we have the ECD planners and journaling. We also have the Facebook page ECD art journal specials now. So for people that are just doing one or the other, you can of course go to one or the other. But if you mix and match, post it on both pages, because we will get the art journal special people excited about the planners, and the planner special people excited about the art journals, and then the mixing and matching, of course, which we love. So so we have, for the Facebook, we have ECD art journal specials, and then for Instagram we have the art journal specials. What do we say? At Art Journal Specials as well. So that's on Instagram. So we will start posting there again as well. So it's all kind of being activated again. I will take my lunch at 3 tomorrow. Oh, yeah, okay. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Okay, so we have 4 die sets. So the 2 large ones for the XL. And then the 2 smaller ones, Journal 5 1 and 2. And then this is Journal 5 XL 1 and 2. And then mixing and matching, and I will show you everything. I will keep the dies at hands. Then we have 3 stamp sets. So we have the large one with the months in there, and I thought that's also cool to put with pictures, so you know kind of what, if you want to put a little picture in there. I actually printed some old pictures, which I will show you, kind of more art journalish kind of thing. And then with all the numbers, then you have little labels. Love this, those backgrounds, this background, that is such an amazing stamp. You will absolutely be the XL file fit the planner as base. Sylvia, I need to measure that, but that could be. That could well be. That could well be. So, and then this background stamps beautiful. You saw that in here. You see? So that's this one. That's this background. And then you can trim out all those little elements there. And then this one says Art is a Journey. So this is journal dates and months. I know, Sherry, it's so nice. Femke, it's nice. This one, love this one. So this is one solid stamp. And I start cutting on this one already, but it's one solid stamp. So you stamp it. When you want to stamp this, if you use it as a background, you know, you can just stamp it. But, you know, it doesn't need to be perfect. If you want it to be perfect, use your stamping platform. So I use my Misty for that one. So use your stamping platform to make that work out well. That is nice, because it's one large stamp. And I know, it is easy to, you know, just play, yeah? Just play, you know, we love that. And so that's that. And it says art journal, memories, memory keeping, be you, happy place, love this, inspiration, just play. That's my favorite, of course, because that's what I always say. But just fun words. And you trim that all out. And here I have a little, like I have a tin here. With all the words already. So I have them stamped on black with white embossing powder. I have them stamped on black with gold embossing powder. I have them stamped just on black on like a little, oh, this is soft finish cardstock. But I also have like a cream paper, kind of base colors that I use. So that is that stamp set. Love that. And of course you can imagine we can do more of those because that is just fun to use. Fun. Keep going. So I will keep going. You see, that's one as well. So that is that one. And that says journal phrases 1. And by calling it 1, you will know there will be 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, we can just go on with that. And then this one, journal your life. And it has like a little background as well, with splatters, some separate splatters, which David used on the sign there. And then a little typewriter, the coloring pencil, and that little stamp. And some of those will have like, this has a die around it, this has a die around it, the little circle that goes on there. And some easy shapes, you know, we just cutting out. I think this little one with the paper clip has a die around it, which will be in this set. But then yours will be thinner, so it's actually really easy to put it around it. So this was a little mistake we had in the samples, but yours will be perfectly. So, and then my life, and then the sharpener, like an ink pen, ink tips here. But then if you remember that little coloring pencil, just one coloring pencil, and you will see what people do with that. A little while ago I used the gold stamping ink. Which brand was it from? Gold stamping ink? I used embossing powder gold, and that is from Ranger. But stamping ink, I don't know. Yeah, Ingrid, is fun. So that's the collection. So 3 stamp sets, 4 die sets. Okay, and let's start. Let me start. You know, let me start. I'm going to do small one, big one, small one, big one. So you see, and this one is all created with by Daria. What's in here? So everything in here. So the TN herself. So she changed one as well. Oh, I see a little stenciling on the back here, some splattering. And this is the brown one. This is the vintage brown one. Is it called vintage brown? Which one she altered here is this one. So that one she altered because I see that on the structure. Gold wax. Oh, the gold wax. I don't have that here, but I will show that next week. But if you go back, if you go, no, yes, not disappointed. Yeah. If you go back to the live from Friday, I know I used that gold paste. So check that out because it's there. So this collection is shipping to stores tomorrow and will be on Create and Craft tomorrow as well. So this one, so all done by Daria. And this one I asked, and she did, so she used the dye and then she did spray paint a little bit on paper, and then she used clear embossing powder, a few layers. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you for the link. So, and here you will see already, so what Daria did, she did already incorporate some of the earlier releases from Elsa and Charlene. So you see that little branch here, and the collection from Elsa and Charlene, when it's gone, it's gone. So that's just what it is. But, you know, David will come back with other fun branches and stuff and different things. You see that's another one from Elsa and Charlene. It was a beautiful one. But then here, you see that splatter. You see the feather here. You see one of the stamps here. Art is everywhere. You see, the little circles here. You see from the stamp sets are here. And then here is stamped as well. Here, your journal. The love sign is one from the new ones. The ampersand is from the new ones. And here you see backgrounds as well. Love it. And I'm going through it and I'm talking like about what I see. And I still might miss some things. Yeah, the art tag is great. And that's that other little tag that's in the die set. You see, so cool. I'm late, what did I miss? I will show the dies and stamps at the end as well. I will do that. Then this one. So this is actually an earlier stamp as well from Elsa and Charlene. These ones as well, the letters. That little branch as well, you see. So Daria really combined it. And then this one, so here again, branch from the older collection. And then this is from the new one. Look at that. And here you see the first time you see that little coloring pencil. But you will see it coming back. And then here is the like the label from the die set, and then with the word art journal in there. This is a little die that she cut in two. How cool is that, huh? Love it, love it, love it. And here you see what Daria did. So she actually glued that little tag in there, and then it fills up that hole a little bit. Here you see that background. Here you see the question mark, journal life. Here you see those like those little dies there. Make today count. She cut it in half there. The light bulbs here, all like 3 in a row. So that they are backed as well. So you can put a solid behind it, but you don't need to. Here the splatters. And I know David, when I come to David's samples, he made a stencil already as well from those splatters and from the background. Yeah. That one. Then this one, the love sign again here. So existing, that's all existing. So if you have that, because that's what David did, of course, he knew there was an existing collection. So kind of do something different, that it can all be combined, because we want you to just go on with journaling. And of course, for the new people, just start journaling. I see a stencil here, an existing stencil in the back. Look at that. That's from the paper from Esther, the Belle Rose, which is sold out. Look at this. How cool is that? So the sharpener, and then it says crafting in progress, and then all those coloring pencils. How cool is that? One little stamp. Isn't that cool? Yeah, 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. UK time tomorrow. Pictures here. Also existing. And that's the paper as well from the art journal specials. Little fence, little stamp from Esther. My story, my art. How cool is that? And this is existing as well. These are actually have a stem underneath there, but just using those top parts. I love that. Love that. And here that's existing. Here a rustic VW bus. It was from the holiday special. And then here, I love what she did. Oh, now I see what she did. Darja, I did not see that yet. So what Darja did here, I love that. That is super cool. Let me show you that right away. So that's your die around the typewriter. She made a window using the die from the typewriter. How cool is that? Oh, you used a palm tree yesterday. That is cool. How cool is this? You see that you can kind of get a vintage window. Love it, Darja. I did not see that yet. You see, that's when you flick through, you see all kind of different things. And it's also from the summer special. And here you see that stamp. Oh, and with this one, that is actually super cool. It almost looks like waves. You see that stamp from the new one? It almost looks like waves. That's this one. You see? And you will see it back as well. But how cool is that? How cool is that? Love that. I love the painting that Darja did here. Here she cut out a feather from something. It feels like cardboard, or she had that. She put a little tip on there, the pen tip. Of course, we have the stamp. That's actually super cool. I'm thinking about that now. We have the stamp from the art stamps from Anja. We have the big feather. We have a feather in there. Yeah. And that's, so if you do that one and then put the tip on there, what Darja did here from this collection, that's actually super cool. So then you can, if you cut this out of metal, like metal paper or whatever, this one, the little one, and then add that to the feather. Okay, I need to do that. I know I have that nice colored feather there. So that's fantastic, Darja. Fantastic. Here the lock here with the key, memory keeping. And this is that little file folder thing that's in there. Here another, like the love sign, and then again with the embossing powder. Here the letters that cut out of here are used here. And then here you see the typewriter, the stamps here. And then just a page from a book. Because I think the theme is also we go a lot to like old paper now as well. Of course, I have a lot of old paper. Of course, Esther has an Etsy shop for old paper as well. So you can go there, but look at that. Or just wait till Esther's new book, but that will be a little bit, but just a little hint. Wait for the new book. You see a little pin here, that's also in the collection. Here there's some embossing powder, I love that. So just that little stamp, top secret, and then with embossing on there. Like, love that. Here like kind of use that splatter as a picture frame. How cool is this all? And here the little lights. That's it. So that's from Darja. So lots of love for Darja here. Because my goodies, that's gorgeous. That is gorgeous. Okay, so that's the first one. Then we go. You just need a few. Oh no, let's not start. No, that's my own stuff. No, let's start with this one. Is this from the. No, this is mine. Mine is quite empty. But so that's the one. That I altered. So that's in the video as well. I did this one on Friday. So if you want to see how I did that, Zoom in a little bit. Ooh, I cannot zoom in with this camera. No, we cannot zoom in. I can bring these up, but you saw these already. I don't know if it works. Yeah, there you go. You see, so those are the TNs that I altered, but this one you can see in the live. I did it in the live. I was going to do this one, and this can either be this one. Ooh, that was not sharp right away. So it can be this one or it can be the blue one because I painted inside and out, which is super easy. Yeah, I love the covers, I have to say. So this one I use like a gel medium and this one as well. But then let me tell you that I thought maybe it can be easier. So this one kind of gives a little bit of the same texture, not as high as this one, but definitely as this one. And I did it with saran wrap, so with plastic wrap. Painted it like a nice coat of paint. Put your saran wrap on there and, oh, well, David come with papers as well. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. He actually just sent in his first collection. So he will have, yeah, so we have the first designs already. So that's this. This is a stencil from Elsa and Chalene from the Art Journal Specials. And this stencil is from the Planner Essentials from Esther. They both work so really well on that front. So here we go. So this one, and I have 3 segments in here. This one is from Yildiz. From Yildiz. So here, look at that. So some wood paper here. You see, love that. The little light bulb in the splash. A flower from the floral collection. This is also from the floral collection. And then just flat. How cool is that? I know. And then here, so the pen tip, the coloring pencil, the feather. So just cool elements and crafting in progress with a little clip there. And here we go. You see, oh, I love that. Oh, but that's cool. You see, I missed that. So she used like the face from one of the stamps from Elsa and Chalene as well. Like the face in there. And this also. Love that. This is from the journal edges or something. I know that's almost gone. But the typewriter there. You see? Love that. And here you see that background. You see, you can clearly see that background here. And then not stamped in black, but like in more like a background color. So that's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. And then here, let's see if I can find everything here. Oh, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Also an existing stamp. Here you see that same background stamp and then in black. Isn't that cool? Will Dave come with papers too? Yeah, no, he will get papers. Yeah, yeah. And you see, so that's that little file folder and then the extra thing here and that little clip there, the little label. And then here you have what's in here. Look at that. Oh, I love it. Oh, I need to glue that. That's here. Those just drop out pieces from the other one. Little leaves from the collection. And then this one, look at that. Art is a journey. Look at those, like a coloring pencil box. Isn't that super cool? Yildiz, this is fantastic. And then the colors go on here, you see? So she made the colors matching. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? I absolutely... Janis, you got it up yet? Janis? Is it Jan? No, oh, I don't know. Who that is. The only Janis I know is from Create & Craft. So, and it was his birthday a few days ago. I know that. But isn't it cool? Like a coloring pencil box. So cool. So cool. And then the little splatter stamp there. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, now we go to this one. Let's see. So the background stamp. The key there. That's an existing die set already from the Art Journal Specials. A stamp set, that's existing. These are leftovers from the splatter stamp, for the splatter die. Is it from this one? No, from the large one, I think. So that's a small splatter. And this is, if I'm correct, that's the leftover. And then here. Oh, wait, stuck. Does it open as well? Oh my goodies, look at that. What's all going on in there. So cool. So cool. Yildiz, fantastic. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Little paper clip here. Here, like elements from the floral collection. This is from the Art Journal Specials. a little seal here, like a seal, a wax seal. I know, isn't it cool? Here the stamp, background here in embossed. Oh, and what I see here as well, that stencil in the background is actually an old one from, an existing one from Elsa and Charlene as well. And then she stamped on over that with a new stamp from David. And then because it's embossing powder, you can't read the text anymore. But that does not matter. That does not matter. It's just really cool as it is. Super, super nice. Love and art, of course, that goes together. Art is everywhere. I love what she did here. So she used like almost a maybe a metallic paper. I don't know for sure. To send a bit. Oh, yeah, you know. Yeah, this is cool. But at one point, you see here all that coloring stuff in there. The little envelope, tea bag. Here that's the label, and then with another label over it. Love it, love it. Oh, here we go to Ingrid. Pretty sure. Let me check. Yeah, Ingrid. So this is, here we start with Ingrid. I recognize it right away because of the lettering there. Look at that. Memories there. I love it. And look what's going on in the back. Hey, Ingrid also made a stencil with a die. I see. Ingrid, you did it as well. You made a stencil with, I saw that on one of David's samples, but I now see it very, like this one. You made it into a stencil there. That's this one, I'm pretty sure. And look at the background, just on that old paper. So that's what I need to start doing, because you will see in mine that I have some old paper in there as well. Here, look at the envelope, ribbon here, the little backgrounds, a little splatter showing through, some paper tearing. So this is Ingrid's. And then the tickets in here, of course, here, genieten. So this is from Top Value Friends, retain this stub. So that is, of course, from the Planner Essentials. You all love that ticket die. It's back in stock, back in stock. This is glued together. Is that a pocket or not? No, it's not a pocket. Could be a pocket. Oh, and here is, oh, this is cool. I did not see that yet. So Ingrid made a lock with a lock. That is actually super cool. So you see here. Oh, I love that. So how did you do that, Ingrid? So, because that's part, or is it part of the large page? This is the, oh, this one. So that's that flap, that, and you glue that underneath there. So that is this one. You see, I'm kind of, you see this one, and it's glued underneath here. Pretty sure, pretty sure, pretty sure. That is super cool. Some cheesecloth here. I love that, Ingrid. This one has a little card in there. And this, so so because she closed it here on this side, and now you can just slide in things. So it can stick out, can go this way, can go. So not really an envelope, but that's actually super cool. Kind of to make it as a one side. That's one of the stamps. Love that. So you see, oh, and that as well. Look at that paper. That is gorgeous. And then let me bring in the cards from Ingrid. These ones, because my goodies, is that cool? Is that cool? So she made it larger, you see? Look at that. The background again here. There's so much inspiration here. So much inspiration. And then the little one here. Love that. Like really, really vintagey. The pocket on here. The tab on here. And then cut out the window in that one. I think she used this die to cut a window in the solid one. Pretty sure about that. Let me see. Let me see, let me see. You see, I'm kind of figuring out all the stuff. So there's different ones that you can use. Did you use this one? No, the smaller one. The one with the stitching. So she used the one with the stitching there. Where's this one going here? So I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, I see what she did. Because what Ingrid did is, so she cut out the window from this one. You see here. And then that's this part that came out. And that little pin, push pin there. How cool is that? Love that. I know, Val. Cool, eh? Cool, cool, cool. So a little tag in here. Some like an old, it looks like an old notebook. Here, I love that little element by just folding it over, of course. Cool, cool, cool. And then this one. Look what's going on in this one. So that's all done with the collection. Does this? No, that's glued down. But look at this. So there's a little key on here, on the ribbon. So what cool cards does it make as well? Open it. Open and shut. We had Brooks and it's open and shut. Here, you see art. Is this coming out? It's coming out. Yeah, here. Little label, little elements, little elements. So that will slide in here. You see, going open, open. Little cards in here. How cool is that? Little cards in here, so you can put pictures on there. You can journal. Oh, and look at the stamps here. That's actually super cool. Super cool. Another card in here. Journal your life. And then this is a pocket with all, and here's another pocket with all kind of stuff in there. Look at that. Look at that. Another one. And another one. And another one. So all those labels in here. Super, super cool. First, second and third. Love that. Love it, love it, love it. So that's the one from Ingrid. And I have another nice one to show. Well, I showed it from Rihanna, but I will get... And this is also Ingrid, this one. So that kind of goes with this one more. I know. Yeah, you know. We love spending time in our craft room. I love just playing. You see, that's the same style. I don't know what Ingrid used to make that paper. Did you spray or did you just distress ink? Or what did you use for that? Look at this. Just that element. The splattering is super nice. Love it, love it, love it. Little piece of ribbon. I think I have exactly that same ribbon. This is a ticket from the book. From Esther here. A cutout. I know that one. Is this opening? No, pocket as well. And then a little envelope. And that envelope is stuck in between here. That's also super cool. See? Love that. So 2 little labels in there. How cool is that? Love it, love it, love it. And then on here, this ink, I use distress ink and oxides. Okay. And just with the dabber, well, the oxide probably with wetting the paper, I don't know, but yeah. The pictures, and then here, look at that. That is chic. Look at that. There's a little tag in here. A ballet dancer. Super cool. Be you. Make today count. What time is it? I need to, you know, I cannot hurry. I need to give everything credit. Look at that. Love all the, oh, look at that. So much journaling you can do in here. Oh, and then this is also a closure. The lamp is a closure. Genius. The splatters. And then here, make today count, the coloring pencils. Okay. Yeah, Chula. Yeah, exactly. Isn't it nice? So that's that one. Okay. Mine is the last one because I can hurry through mine. Because mine doesn't have that much art in it. This one is from David, I think. Yeah, David. I love what he did with the coloring here. So art, journal, love, be you. So I love, so here you see that stamp. You see here, you see what David did with that stamp. So we use that on a full page, you see? That's that stamp. And just stamped and embossed it as a full page. Yeah, that lamp here, I know. I know. And this one, it's his studio. Little pocket here. With all his planners there, you see. He has a kind of a nice lineup. And then here, I loved it. So that's that little label. And then he used the push pins to kind of hold it there. That's actually super cool. His markers. And then here, this folds open. So this is basically his studio that he's showing here. My story. Still space there. This one, you see also pictures. Oh, and here you use the letters in a different way, in a square. That reminds me of New York right away. The love sign, that's in a square, isn't it? Yeah. Isn't it? That's in a, yeah, that's in a, the love sign in New York has this, yeah. I think there's another one actually. You see that? Here, this was during a live. So you see the real thing happening there with the mess. The background here, this is done with a stencil from the Art Journal Specials. Then we go to, let me see. This one is, oh, I think that's, yeah, Rihanna. Yeah, Rihanna, yeah. So real seal picture there. And that's that background. Here you see some stenciling. That's a stencil from Esther, pretty sure. And here is a, that says remember. Can I see what you're writing? Crystal. Did I miss something? I miss a lot. The comments are going faster. So if you're asking me something, I missed it. Crystal, send me a message if you have a specific question. And of course, for all the inspiration, go to the social media as well. Look at that. That's for, you see, so here's some mix. Oh, that's, oh, I've never seen this. That's actually cool. So this is Planner Essentials with a little paper clip there, and then that sign, and then hold it with the paper clip. That's actually a fun idea. That is a fun idea. Love it, love it, love it. This one I did not open yet. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, how did you roll? Oh, there we go. Oh, the envelope. That is so cool. Look at that. The magic hat is coming out. That is cool. You see that little thingy? And then, oh, that is actually cool. So use one of the journal edges. So Olivia, we start shipping to stores tomorrow. We start shipping to stores tomorrow. We think we might sell out for some things very, very quickly. But because we probably miscalculated how popular this would be. Here the pockets, and then this as a cloak. That is genius. That is so cool. That is so cool, Rihanna. Love it. I'll leave that. I'll do that later. Here pocket, of course. The pocket again. Here just stamped and cut out. That's actually the stamp from the stamps from Anja. The hand-drawn collection. Sorry, I couldn't figure it out. So that hand-drawn collection, that will get the real tip with that. Oh, and this procedure, that actually, oh, that is Rihanna. That's what you showed us. She copied a picture on. Well, I will tell her if she can do that. Stencils here in the back. That's from the Planner Essentials. The lock there. Love it, love it, love it. Another pocket here. Here stamps as well from the hand-drawn stamps. And Rihanna will absolutely mix and match it more because Rihanna loves the hand-drawn stamps as well. Here, created to create. And here the little envelope again with, oh, this is glued down. Love it. This, look at that lock. I had to glue these down. I think I lost one key. It broke off. Oh, this is from, wait, we go to another person. This is from Ingrid. So this bundle is from Ingrid again. See, little keys, the lock, love the lock. Here, all the little labels in there. You see? You see there. Here the stamp in white embossing powder. Here, labels in here. The splatter. Little, oh, this one, there was something in there. I checked it out. She had little pictures in here. I assume that's your dog, Ingrid. Super cool. Of course, you can put little pictures in there. There. Love it, love it, love it. What's happening here? Look at that. Just love it. So that was that one. Now we go back to a big one. Let's do this one. And then save my eyes for, so if you want to leave when I'm coming, you can. No, I actually have some cool stuff in there. I have the packaging in there. This is from Yoshi, if I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Yoshi. You see she has a dome in here with real puntenslijper thing. How do you call that? When you sharpen the stuff that comes off? Shavings, yeah, oh yeah. So pencil shavings in there. And this is kind of thick dome, but of course they are thinner as well. Or pencil shaving in a shaker. That would actually be super cool as well. Love that. Some golds going on there. This one, love it. Love it. Look at this page, so cool. Here that's also existing already, keep going. Fantastic. I love how she made that kind of more vintagey looking. So she used a different color of ink. I need to do that as well. And then here the word art and then the screws. You know, I was thinking about, because Esther is in one of the stamp sets, and it's one of those in die sets from Esther, you have those little bolts. And there's stuff in here that I thought, oh, those bolts will be super cute in here. So those bolts are actually, if you have those, you just need to bring them out and cut them in metal, in metallic paper. Because that would be cool on here as well. Look at that little film strip in there. Oh, what she did here. Oh, it's glued together, but this is loose. Love it, love it, love it. Here the splatter. That little fishy thing there. That's existing. Love it. Here. There's a little tab in there. A real key, of course, you can do that. And here you have another metal thingy. Love it. And a lot of real cork in there, which is cool. That's an existing die set used there. Love that. Okay, and then we go here to, which one is this? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, this is David. David. The last two one in here are David's. Okay. Sorry. I know. Okay. So what David did here, you see the flap, and then, oh, here the hand-drawn stamps as well. Some stenciling here. So you see, so it kind of, you know, going more like a little bit of a different direction as well, which is cool. Love those frames from the hard-drawn collection. Here again, you see that stamp set used on there. Those are the cats and a dog. This one is not there anymore, but here, I love how cool the background looks here. That background here. Here you see that stamp, and then that one like stamped over it, or just a little strip. That background stamp here. And this Wednesday, David will be live. And on Friday, Rianne will be live. And here that's a flap. That's that flap that opens. So that's David and Daniel there. Cool, eh? Celebrating something with champagne, going on a holiday. So you see I have space here, so there's more space that can be decorated. But here, little envelope. Because this was really in the beginning when we thought, okay, what are all the possibilities? And the team came up with so much stuff. Like this little piece is just super cool. So some distress going on here. That's a stamp set with a special embossing powder. A little piece of burlap, which is great as a background for this. The bolts is in one of the summer sets from with the window, the round window. But that bolt is so, and I really thought, oh, I need to get that out because it will fit so well, and of course lots of things will mix and match together. And here you see the stencil that David made, and here you see the splatter, but here you see so from this die set it's very easy to make stencil. And I have that paper to make stencil, so I'm definitely going to do that because that's what David did here. So that's cool as well. And here, look at that. I love this, crafting in progress. Some washi tape here, the typewriter, but then here, look at those colors, kind of make it all like dripping paint. Isn't that cool? I love that. And then here, you have all the text in here. Oh, that's from the book as well. So that's from Esther's collection. And then by just gluing it down on one side, you have that cool pocket, you see? So you can put all your tickets and tabs in there. Love it, love it, love it. And here another little envelope. Journal your life. So that's that. And then I have the two that I created. Well, let me show you the card from, and I showed it of course already, but this one, so this will fit in the large square one. But it's also, I think this is also a great card. Oh, this is glued in, but so a tag in here, and a little envelope here. Is there something in here? No, not. It's just open. But you can imagine, this would make a great card, and then this is a money envelope if you want to give some money. That would be super cool. You see? And then I did this as the closure. So this is from Rianne, and that's from the hand-drawn collection as well. So that's that. And then I have these two, so I have a little bit of work on here already. This one again I decorate during life. I'm actually printing pictures from, so this is actually my own birth cards. So I copied that because you see all those use of those old pictures, and I thought I have old pictures as well. And I printed them on like a beige cardstock, this. So, and that's, yeah, you see, so that is, that's my birth kind of card. And then that's a picture, that's actually me when I was cute. You see, so I just printed these and I'm going to distress them a bit. Here my grandma is on there, in the back here. So that's my grandma. No, this one actually, that one. This is like something, that's my grandfather. And then he made like he was on a ship from the Rotterdamse Lloyd. And so that's actually sugar. So we made that. So and this one I need to ask my mom who that is. But I'm going to use those pictures in there. So it has a little bit of family history in there as well. Yeah. And so this is, so I have a few pages done in here that I actually created for the packaging. So that's all done. That's old paper that I did some tea staining on. But then here, so here you see that square. That's the small one in here. And then here I have this one. No, the large one, sorry, and folded differently, you see? So that's the large page, and then made the score lines in a different way. So just to kind of go with the ideas that I can think of. Wait, and then here, so that's actually, this is the one, because of course you always get really nice samples on the packaging. And you see, that's that one, that will be there. You see, so I did a double here. You see, double, the stamp here. Little pencil, that's a die that comes in that. So that's all from one set, from one die set. Here I did the splatter twice and I offset it a little bit. But look at the background stamp. Isn't it cool? And here a little extra tab in there as well. Here I made, you know, some things I don't even know how I did it anymore. Oh wait, that page goes here. So it's this. That's from corrugated cardboard. And then I added that extra, I think I did this one and then cut it off, and that's what I put on here. And then here I have some extra stamps, so this is all family stamps, family pictures as well. That's my grandfather, that's my dad's mom, this is my mom's mom. That's actually my dad, who was a super cool guy when he was young. And this is actually also my dad. So just old pictures, which I think will look cool in there. And then here, that's the other one from the packaging. That's actually November the 9th. I used that because that's David's birthday. So I used from this set, you see, November the 9th. And he celebrated that on a holiday. That's that cool background. Here I stamped that background as well, half from there. And here you see that coloring pencils. I actually got that idea. I think it was from Yildiz as well. I don't know. One of the design team members made something with that. Yeah, pull them out. And even if you, what I want to try as well, because if you want to have that vintage look, what I want to try and just print new pictures. You can make them black and white or sepia even on your phone, I think. And then print those on the kind of the base paper. Because I don't want them, like this is a shiny picture. And I really like the idea of this, like that it's just a matte, kind of just a, you know, so I'm going to print them all on that beige paper. But if you change them on your phone or on your computer and then print them, you have them in that old color. So the little envelope there. And this is like an old from a book here. And then, yeah, you see, I'm kind of mixing everything in there. That's from the book 5. Here I did that file folder idea. That one, and I glued it on there with washi tape, and I need to glue it down because that paper is actually so old it breaks when I fold it. So I need to be careful with that. That's that stamp in one piece. And this is an old photo. Oh, this is on the tea bag. But then I made pages with that old paper that is in between like old picture books. And I doubled it up because it's too, self-reprint has a sepia. Oh, it has, oh really? Yeah, but Belinda, then I get the shiny ones. I will try that as well. I will try how that looks. You know, I don't even know that's possible. So Belinda, I will absolutely try that. But in this case, I just printed it on cardstock. Yeah. Oh, Margaret, that's cool. Thousands of old pictures. That is so cool. So this is 2 of those layers, and then with a double-sided adhesive in between. And here I just have that stamp on here, and I made it into a pocket just to kind of, you know, and I might distress it a little bit more, maybe tear it even, but I just want to keep that idea that I thought, oh, this would be cool as a pocket as well. You see, and here, so all those different layers, you see, that's just cool. So that's my work in progress. And then the last one is my small one. And this was actually this one that I changed, this one. So just, you know, gesso and then acrylic paint, syringe wrap, like plastic wrap on it. Put it down, pull it up, and then, yeah, I know. You see, and inside as well, a little bit of paste I did on here. I might do some more to that. And this has a few pages in here, let me see. So here I'm kind of making pages as well. And that's one, so I made this one because it's also on the packaging. You see, it has all that stuff in there from the, like a label from the book. But here, that little label in there, the splatter. You see, created to create, memories there. Little tea bag idea there. So David will be a happy camper today, because he's been working on this, of course, for a little bit, which is cool. The paper here, little pocket there. Oh, and I thought cool for the tickets, of course, as well. Here I have another, oh, here I actually, so that's again, it's that photo paper. I put some tickets in there already, because I need to hold that idea from the ticket. And then another picture, this is actually my mother's brother. And that, and then here. I did some cool stuff with gold paste as well. What else did I? Oh, I did it on tea bags. I'll show you that next week somewhere. Here, a book page. And then this one. So that's the other die set. See, fold it open. Fantastic. Keep going here. I did a little, like that little switch as well here. Here the stamp. And then here I did, so this one. You can fold it like this, so it opens like this, or you can kind of fold it like that, so it opens different, you see, or you can make little envelopes, and that's what I did here. So here I have 3 little envelopes, so if you take, and that's also, I did stuff that I thought, okay, I need to remember that, but this one, you can imagine, you can put tickets in there, but I can put tickets or pictures in all 3 levels there. Where is it here? You see, so this is a pocket. And this is a pocket. So I have 3 pockets here in a row. You see, so 3 little pockets. So you can do that as well. And then, oh, here I have some gold paste. That's it. So here I have the paper again. I made a little pocket here. And this one, so this is again, so this is that square one that I did. Can I just pull it out? I think I can just, I didn't do anything on it. Yeah, you see. So that's that large square one again. So what I did is, I scored it at 3.5 inch, because that's this. And then you take another 3.5 inch and a little, like just a little scratch more, so it folds over. But then you have a page for in your regular TN or a card as well. So again, lots and lots of ideas. My books look large. No, if you have the double ones and you just open them, that's how large they are. Yeah, that's how large they are. Okay, so let's go over the collection one more time. What time is it? Oh, perfect. Perfect timing. An hour. I thought I will be short of time. And then, of course, so don't forget to watch on Wednesday and... I'm missing a stamp set. Oh, here. On Wednesday and David will be here. And then on Friday, the other will be here. For social media, so we have the journal... the ECD Art Journal Specials on Facebook. So make sure to go there. If you do planners and journals, go to both, post on both, mix and match. We really want to inspire everybody, and that's exactly what you do. So we love that. And then on Instagram, it's just Art Journal Specials. So here, so journal phrases, that's this one. Journal Your Life, which is the name of the collection as well. And journal dates and months stamp sets. And then we have the die sets for the TN, which will also work, because again the height of the pages is the same. So that's, so, and you saw me just make a trifold with this one for in my in my passport size. So you can mix and match this perfectly together. So this is this height and that's that height, you see, but they are the same height. So mix and match. So 2 sets for the passport size, 2014, 2017. And then we have 2 sizes for the XL. But I should not say that, because they really go in both. So, wat gaaf, ik was gestopt en alles weg. Oh, Liesbeth, that's a shame. That is a shame. Thank you all for all the hearts, of course. Those are for David. and for the team, because my goodness, did the design team do a great job. And so these are the two large ones, the file, journal file XL1 and journal file XL2. Okay, Anja, let's turn the camera around. There I am. Do I have? No, it's not that warm here. So I'm excited, but I think I don't have the really red cheeks. So this is it. I want to thank you all for watching. Again, we start shipping tomorrow to stores. I think we might sell out of something quickly, but you know, I don't know for sure. If so, it will be back quickly as well. Tomorrow at 3 and 7 p.m. on Create and Craft in the UK. So it's UK time. So it will be 8 and 12 here, which will be 8 p.m. in the Netherlands, and then if it's 3 it will be 4. So 4 and 8 in the Netherlands and 3 and 7 UK time. So again, David, congratulations with a fantastic first release in the Art Journal Specials, and I will see you all next week.